Day 3. It is day 3 of the protests, and the president of Nigeria is yet to speak to the nation. Sad. With the obvious violence caused by hoodlums released by government agents. Day 3. What does Nigeria mean to our leaders? Just wondering. What does it mean to be President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? What does it mean to be Senator, to be Senate President, to be CJN, Chief Justice of the nation of Nigeria? What does it mean to occupy a ministerial position? To be IG, to be Army Chief, to be Naval Chief, Air Chief. Nation building, as I understand it, ought to be a collective responsibility. It ought to be a process that allows for justice, equity, and fairness to run in the system in a way that every man, every woman, boy or girl would walk into the temple of justice and obtain justice and get it enforced. That's how to build a nation, I think. And anyone who disagrees, especially those who are fanning the embers of hate, bigotry, tribal jingoism, chronic hatred, bitterness, and evil thoughts against the people, citizens, fellow citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, those who have sworn to be tools of havoc in the process of the nationhood of Nigeria. I have this word for you. I just want you to understand that one day, power, which you think you have now, would have been legally, legitimately, whichever way, because power, they say, is transient. Transient indeed. Even life is transient. So why do men act as though they are God? The president of Nigeria ought to be speaking to this nation every day by now. I don't understand the silence. This is failure, gross failure of leadership. How can we fathom it that a notice was given to the leadership of the nation, to the father of the nation, to the president of the nation, that due to hardship, due to misgovernance, due to policies of government, we intend to be on the streets to protest against poverty, acute hunger, and hardship in the land. Yet the president used taxpayers' money to have series of meetings with ranging from traditional rulers, religious leaders, youths, and political jobbers. I didn't want to use the word that came to my mouth. He engaged them. The president had meetings with them, empowered them, yet refused to speak to the issue. Hunger, insecurity, nepotism, gross mismanagement, waste, jingoism of the highest order, arrogance, impunity without measure, where the president could tell our royal fathers that the seat where he occupied currently, that is the seat of president that he occupied, that he bought them. He bought it, pardon me. He bought the seat with his money. He funded his election with his money. How cheap is Nigeria? What is the worth of life in this country called Nigeria? What is the worth of human existence? What is the worth of our humanity? It's sad. Day 3, Mr. President. Speak to the nation, Mr. President. Revert the affliction you inflicted upon this land on May 29th May 2023, when you were sworn in to be President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Revert, Mr. President. That is the cause of hardship. Even imagine it from the spiritual point of view. We're a spiritual nation. Muslims are praying, Christians are praying. Forget that evil abounds. People are praying to God, and God is not deaf. And God is not a deaf God. He's not deaf. The issues that are playing out, how can you utter it? You come home and you declare to your children that there will be hardship in this land. No, you declared it. No more subsidy means no more progress. No more food on the table of the Nigerian people. No more jobs. No more security. That is what no more subsidy means, Mr. President. Take it back. Take it back, Mr. President, and lead Nigeria, at least for this period that you have been constitutionally allotted to lead Nigeria. Nobody hates you, Mr. President. Rather, it will be those around you who are fanning the embers of hate and division that you have not called to order. You have not sacked any of them. Meaning that speaks your mind, Mr. President. But watch it. Nigeria is greater than any just one man. Nigeria shall always be about Nigerians and not for a few people who think that they have bought our land, bought our consciences, bought our freedom, bought our food, bought everything, and they are even looking towards buying the breath. Alas, when Mr. President declared, let the poor breathe, where is that statement coming from? Now we understand that if possible that this president would tax oxygen in Nigeria, he will do so. He doesn't care about the Nigerian people. But alas, time, Mr. President, time.